everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. It has turned into a bit of a disaster as we're talking about Ironmouse, who is an American VTuber, as we all know. She's very beloved. She's grown quite a bit. She used to be a part of vshojo, not anymore. As you know, this is part of, giving you a bit of a background of everything going on here. And we have Gaelic Wolf Fitness, or Gaelic Fitness, who has put out something recently. So I'm overjoyed. I spoke with Ironmouse about basing a character on her as a homage to her. I got the go-ahead, and now overjoyed and stressed out. I know I'll do her justice. It'll be a few more months before the book will be in the alpha draft. The issue is not with the things that he's done. It is not with this thing here, but with this part that he's done here. To promote it, he has used AI, as you can tell here. One of the characters was, all of these things were using AI. This whole little thing here to promote it was using AI. He says, I'll be posting hand-drawn sketches of characters and scenes when I can. It seems like maybe he knew he was going to be getting some kind of backlash when he posted this. So he did end up posting that he's going to do hand-drawn sketches. Sometimes people do that to kind of try to, deflect the drama that's going to be coming his way. You have here, liar, liar, pants for hire. And dog AI is disgusting no matter how you look at it, permission or not. Certainly hope you commission artists for the visual novel and not AI. If there's any field AI should deviate from, it's arts. Musicians, writers, artisans. Not putting the fact that you're using Gen AI for your promotional material when making a request for permission states that you didn't care about Ironmouse's values. And that's the thing. Ironmouse has a strong stance of anti-AI in anything art related. And I understand that because AI has been training, at least Gen AI, has trained itself on artists' work in the past. Every single AI, Gen AI usage platform has admitted to doing that, admitted to training on other people's stuff. Whether it be, you would have the banana stuff that is through the Gemini, and then you would have the ChatGPT, everything like that. It would use other people's art for its AI training. Down here you have Roxy, which is actually someone that is the part of the management team of, I think it's direct manager of Ironmouse. Is promoting this using AI against all of Mouse belief. Did not read the end of the tweet. You know what? I'll just have to talk to Mouse about this. And going here, they continue on. Cool. I'll have emails to prove I've gotten permission from her team. Okay, give me about 5 minutes. Your permission is getting revoked. Thanks for that. Appreciate your malice. It's completely unnecessary. I wasn't making any money. In fact, any profit I would have made was going to be shared with Irish Blood Drive and IDF. You go through here of the inquiry that they fully made, which is talking to Ironmouse. I got your content recently. I got into your content recently, and I adore your personality, your banter, and your positive vibes. Sincerely hope you don't mind. I have created based character on you, pure as homage to you, and strengthen the kindness and impact you had on countless people around the world, myself included. Her storyline arc takes place around the next 2 books in the current arc. Her concept art, hand-drawn, and digital art, along with a short theme song, have been headed to help when writing in scenes in arc. I mean no infringement. I'm not using your name or any of your avatar's models. If you would like rather not go ahead with the character, I completely understand and respect that. Marcus, which is the person there. And since he was a little bit snide in his things here, he was, I guess, some people can be way too snide for their own good. Says here, you're welcome going forward. Instead of being defensive and responding rudely when you're notified about something that goes against what MAS stands for, I'd encourage you to take a step back and consider the feedback being given. Bringing up your charitable work doesn't change the issue at hand. The concern remains the same. You posted AI-generated content using MAS's logo, which is not something we support. Those two separate matters, and one does not excuse the negative or negate the other. I was in no way rude. I was simply confused why I got set up for absolutely nothing. As you saw in the emails, a screenshot I sent, I contacted the email in your profile, and you got the green light when you tell me I don't. I have contacted Iron Blush Drive regarding the situation. Reread your message. You were defensive and rude. You should never have put AI and then think separate comment buried in the about hand drawn would fix it. Gross behavior. Be wrong and stay humble. I can't imagine how much about Mouse. You know much about Mouse beyond her cloud appeal. Seeing you still can't fathom why AI is an issue here. Yeah. Again, also there was a bit of a lie going on there where they didn't mention anything about using promotional material that uses AI or any of that sort of thing. So they may have already known. It could be. I mean, I may be just putting the cart before the horse here, but I think I'm using the correct thing here. They may have already known that it was going to be an issue. That's why they didn't mention it. You know, in hand drawn in the email, and it said nothing about AI. That's the main thing. Maybe they knew there was going to be an issue. Maybe knew enough about mouse that it was going to be an issue. So that is, you know, the reason why it got denied afterwards. You don't go and lie to mouse. It's happened before where people have, you know, not let mouse know that there were going to be any AI, you know, things in something that she was going to be working with or allowing or what have you. And then she comes back and finds out that, yes, there is that issue there. And it's an understandable issue because she is someone who works with a lot of artists. She is someone who works with a lot of people in the art community. She has a lot of respect from people in the art community, and her values herself don't align with the generative AI that takes from other people in this case. So I do understand that part right there. It is different than you know, artists denying based on like an AI reference or something like that. That's different. She was lied to. This is a different thing. She was lied to. If she was told about the AI thing, they probably would have told her. They told them not to do it, and then, you know, that would have been fixed there. But it's not her being evil. It's just her management team knowing what she stands for and not letting it go through. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. They were copyright struck just because they were clipping Neuro. As we go to Neuro-sama's community, known as the Swarm, Neuro is an independent English-speaking VTuber who does stream on Twitch. She was created by Vidal and is kind of more of a language learning AI or deep learning AI, whatever you want to call it. She was created a while back to start on trying to play Osu, and then she, you know, grew into playing Minecraft and then being given a personality by Vidal. Now we have here through Crawl is a clipper of Neuro. They say they gave my channel full copyright strike because I manually added Benetrusul as background music in Neuro-sama video I edited. I was in the original stream, and the song was never used for training, generation, or remixing, or any AI processes. This is absurd. Now, the reason why I think they did this is because they have right down here, the artificial intelligence and AI assisted production do not permit our music to be submitted or trained on unlicensed or unauthorized third-party platforms. Do not permit creators, producers to cover songs to use AI or AI assisted technologies that require training on our melodies. We do not permit AI generated recordings. So they took everything with that is Neuro as being used with AI. It seems like they took umbrage with the fact that Neuro is an AI character in there. It is known for being AI, but not the generative AI that people know. It's more of a deep learning AI type of thing where it learns itself, that type of thing. Science has used those for a long time, and in this case, Vito is using it to kind of make a VTuber out of it. So they did this here, and it says what makes this worse is that they don't only publicly clarify the sweeping AI VTuber policy after issuing the strike. Had no reason to think manually adding normal background music to a Neuro-sama video would be treated as prohibited AI use. Maybe you could ask Vito for help. They just decided that because Neuro is technically an AI, you're using the background music you added was a breach of their policies. It's crazy. Honestly, ridiculous. I don't even agree with them using it to take down the covers in their Neuro song. Neuro saying, let alone this when I use Toby Fox. I said before, he's okay with people using Undertale, Deltarune music. What a scammy way to update their policy to specifically strike at Neuro. Updating their policy after striking down videos that have been fined is really scummy and probably illegal, or at least should be. What are you going to do now? Not only is this absurd, but the irony of big tech literally stolen a decade of human-created content to train AIs, telling people to not do the same is an insult to intelligence. And you have pretty much that's how it goes there when it comes to the things that the people are saying there. Now let's go through and take a look at what Materia does. Materia Music is a publishing company. I have my own issues with music publishers being a little ban happy with things that you use and things like that. I already have that issue. You guys already know when it comes to any covers that I've covered, when it comes to Hololive and things like that, the companies that they use to protect their rights are usually pretty darn overzealous and over ban happy with it. I don't blame anybody who is Guild Wars, Undertale, Deltarune, Celeste, Pizza Tower, etc. I don't blame any of them. It's Materia and the other publishing protection companies, the other rights protection companies are the ones that have an issue that I have an issue with. They have here in the licensing one that the fact that they actually added this after the fact does suck. It says an unauthorized use is strictly enforced. I do understand not wanting to get it trained using AI. Want to make sure that it's not trained using AI. But in this case of Crawl, they didn't train it using AI. Yes, Neuro is technically an AI character. It is not a generative AI character. It was actually had art that was created by Annie and other people. It was actual artists creating the art, an actual person working to help train it. That is a distinct difference compared to what other people have done with AI. So that is the big issue that I see here, and I think other people have seen here as well, that it is not them going and training it AI to use the music and make new music and do all that kind of stuff. It is them using the music legitimately as like a fair use type of thing, and they are just using little bits and pieces of it, not all of it. They're using the melody, I guess you could say, and they can still be a little aggressive on that. But the fact is, I think honestly they thought Neuro is AI, so it's being used for AI, so let's stop it. You guys let me know what you think, though. They are disbanding as we're talking about JKT48V, which is the VTuber equivalent of JKT48, which is a sub one of AKB48, an idol group that was Japanese based in its original form. JKT48 is for Jakarta, Indonesia, and the V is the VTubers in Indonesia as well. You see the first generation are Pia, Tana, the second generation is Isha and Maura, and they are disbanding because recently Aka Virtual, as you know, pretty much stopped doing everything because they lost all of their Indonesian staff, and they pretty much stopped doing anything when it comes to management or otherwise. So this is their announcement here. Thank you for your support of JKT48 and JKT48 Virtual. PT Indonesia, as a company that oversees JKT48, has officially decided to terminate the licensing contract with Aka Virtual as the license holder responsible for the operational management of the Virtual starting on May 2026. The decision was taken because Aka Virtual was unable to fulfill its contractual obligations because they didn't have staff anymore. Both BTIMN and the members of JKT48 Virtual, they weren't able to do what they needed to do. It issued an official notification, made various follow-up communication efforts, however, due to the lack of response and good faith effort from Aka Virtual, they determined that the continuation of joint operations is not going to be feasible. Based on this, they have decided with a heavy heart to end JKT48V, the virtual project. In connection with the decision, here's the graduation stream schedule for each member. Tana Nona is July 27th, Maura Nilambari, August 9th, Isha is August 21st, and Pia is September 5th. Along with the release of this announcement, we would like to reinform you all that Sami Mauno's activities as a member of JKT48V have been declared over as well. I express the deepest gratitude and appreciation for the support and love given to all JKT48 virtual members, and all so far, best wishes and all that kind of stuff. Says they did stop because Aka Virtual stopped here. Yeah, this whole situation is weird that the person running Aka just ran off. The entire ID staff quit due to internal pressures, and after that, pretty much the whole company collapsed. And Aka Virtual, maybe their JPE stuff is still going on, but I know Indonesia, it's not anymore. Pia kind of lost another friendship. They couldn't keep the IP, but hopefully there's reincarnation. ID VTuber scene can't catch a break this past month. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff happening. Haven't been watching any of them, but I was understanding them to be pretty successful, so this must suck for them. Presume the staff must have had good reasons if they all quit at once, but sad for the girls. It is very sad. Honestly, it's very sad. Because it's not the fault of the people doing it. It's not that, oh, they weren't able to get success, so that is why they're doing it. They're not able to get any income. That's why they're doing it. No, everything else was working well, except the management, because you need a company to manage these things, especially in the VTuber world. Lack of management has led them to want this, to have this happen. And it is unfortunate for the VTubers involved. I wish them all the best in whatever they do from now on. Mikeneko is a calico cat. She is a female Japanese VTuber, indie VTuber at this point, and she has a big thing. She's having a book come out, which is awesome. Let's take a look here through her Twitter, through Twitter in general. She has VTuber Mikeneko's debut novel to be published in book form. Mikeneko-san's expressive endeavor is a novel, the work of serialized of the novel submission service. Teller novel is being turned into a book. It depicts story revolving around lost trust and human connections, which she understands of lost trust and human connections. She has gone through a lot herself. She hasn't responded in the best way, which is why a lot of people still criticize her. But it says here, VTuber Mikeneko first novel is a book depicting a story of connection between between people in general, and this is the people here. We have it says the first novel, girl who connects the soul, hears the voice of the dead until I betrayed again, until I rekindled, regaining my belief. Was published on Tuesday, July 21st. Work is adoption of the work serialized on the smartphone novel posting service, Terano Bell. The main character, Ritria, who has the power to hear voices of the dead, and the story of lost trust and connections with people is drawn, and that is kind of like, draws parallels to her. Mikeneko is a VTuber streamer who opened her channel earlier, in 2022, and I don't know why it looks like that. There we go. Never mind. We'll switch that now around. And in addition to delivery, also active voice actor under different labels name, and just showing, it's a story IP from Toronto Bell is what's going to be done there. And it's formerly Teller, a web novel posting site. So it is nice that they're having that come out for them. Really happy to see that for her. Congratulations, Mikeneko. VarPro has an announcement for everybody. VarPro, or Variance Project, is the European-based VTuber agency in the Netherlands. They do want to create a nurturing and supportive environment for their talents. They do want to emphasize immersive storytelling. So we're going here. Our story isn't over. We'll see how it unfolds. That is September of 2026. This is what they're doing here. Ganden, Spark of Rebellion. So that is their new generation that they're popping up here. Sorry, it was a little bit loud. This is their new gen. Freedom Fae, Nadoka, Unison with Spirits, Seed of Madness. So it looks like it's a duet. Yeah, a duet. It's a duo. It's a duo. Story unfolds further. It's a duo, like a V-Singer duo, I'm guessing. Looked at the preview images. And why do both of them get their their boobas out affectionately? So cool, screaming, hype, let's freaking go. And what they're talking about is this here. The preview images with the booba out here and the booba out there. So that's what you're talking about. Brielle Cookie Box saying everything people don't want to say. So cool, screaming, hype, let's freaking go. Lots of people are very hyped about it. I'm glad that they're bringing new blood into the whole thing. This, with being a duo, might be a V-Singing duo, might just be, a duo, a smaller generation, since they don't want to, they probably can't pay for 5 or 6 or whatever. For whatever reason, I'm glad that they're doing it.
To my friends in Discord, they're all in call, and I say, I'm so sorry, I was doing stuff for work, because, VTubing is a job. I said, I was doing stuff for work, and now I have a...
Well, she's like me. You get focused on things. She got hyper-focused, hyper-fixated. And me being an autistic person, that happens way too much. I will get so hyper-fixated on something that I will forget that I was supposed to do something else with someone else. I will forget that I have to do something with, anyone. I'll forget that people even exist, for fuck's sake. I've done that with friends. It's not good, but I've done that with friends. And that's why I don't have very many friends, because of the fact that, we'll talk for a bit, and then fucking it'll be a month before I talk to you again, or 2 before I talk to you again. If you don't talk to me, it'll be a month or so. But it also, I can understand that people get frustrated when they have to talk to you so often just for you to talk to them. So I get it. But yeah, hyperfixations are a bitch. Thank you guys for watching as always. And of course, take a look. And if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.